latest financial mess seems to be on everyone's minds. Today, both of Maine's Senate candidates stopped in Portland, where the economy, as you can guess, was a hot topic. News 15's Catherine Parada joins us live in the studio now with the details. Catherine?
Well, John, today both Senate candidates were sounding off about the evolving financial mess on Wall Street. And while those troubles may be unfolding 6 hours south of us, today Representative Tom Allen brought them close to home. Allen talked about the latest financial crisis from the corner of Wall Street in Portland, a middle-class Maine neighborhood he says has been hurt by the problems on Wall Street, Manhattan. According to Allen, the nation's financial ills were caused by what he calls the Bush administration's reckless economic policies. Allen commented on the Bush administration's proposed bailout package, which would require taxpayers to shell out $700 billion to bail out the nation's failing financial institutions. Allen says the nation now has no choice but to bail out those firms, but that more regulation is needed in the future to prevent it from happening again.
The Bush administration's consistent philosophy has been that free markets work best without government regulation. And now the question is, work best for whom? Wall Street, Manhattan, or Wall Street, Portland? We also have to make sure that when we're taking over bad debt in order to protect the market as a whole, that we're not indirectly rewarding executives who have made the mistakes, who brought the country to this place.
Now, today, Senator Susan Collins was also in Portland, where she, too, addressed the financial crisis. Collins said that while there may have been some government regulation of the market, it wasn't the right kind of regulation. Collins also said there needs to be more regulations in place for larger corporations like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, as well as more regulation for mortgage brokers. And one thing Collins says she doesn't agree with is the government's proposed bailout package for failing institutions.
Clearly, we can't continue to pursue an ad hoc approach to this financial crisis where some financial institutions are rescued and others are allowed to go bankrupt. But I have a lot of questions about the adequacy of this plan, who ultimately will pay, whether the executives who made bad decisions will be protected from losses.
Now, Allen says it will take a change in leadership in Washington to pull the country out of this financial mess. Collins, on the other hand, says there were regulations in place to prevent this from happening, but that those actions were blocked by the Democrats in Congress. Live in the studio, Catherine Parada, News 13.